Digimon has put out a trailer for a new game. Well, kind of. If you've been paying attention, you have heard about Digimon Source Code that has been in production for a while now. It is a mobile gacha kind of game being developed by Baidu Games or Bandai Namco Entertainment of Shanghai. And yes, that Shanghai designation is important. While we may hold out hope that this will get released globally, Digimon New Century has been an indication. They are happy to keep these games just for themselves, sadly.
It's mine. My own. My precious.
They've just released a new trailer for the game though, and since we're starved for Digimon games, I wanted to dive in and at least take a little bit of a look. Sure, this all might just be a big tease and have us pining for that cutie that we always had our eye on, but will only crush our spirits in the end.
Stop talking for a moment and let us think.
But it does look promising to those who will actually get to play it. So looking at the brief little things that came from this trailer, and we'll move on a little later into looking at the website and a little more for those of you who don't know as much about the game. There's only so much to know right now. But the trailer, what it showed us a mixture of some of the gameplay and some of the animations that will be coming. If you look at one of the first things it shows your teamer and probably your partner Digimon wandering around a grid. Looks like you are picking up things, you're discovering chests along the way, so this might be your main mechanic of exploring the world, and this will be probably one of the core gameplay loops. Moving around on a hex grid, I don't believe this is like a tactics-based game. Pretty much everything I've seen is turn-based combat, as we saw later in the trailer, though it does look like sometimes you can digivolve in combat. Might not just be all outside of combat. That could be some interesting choices that you have to make during combat, with these very beautiful looking animations for many of their attacks that are beautiful for the first 5 times you see them. By the 100th time, I hope there's a way to speed them up or skip over them. Another part that it showed us are these eggs sitting there with some timers on them. So this is most likely the random way that you're going to get Digimon. As it's partially a gacha game, these eggs may very well be the free way that you can get Digimon. You'll get random ones, where there will be ways you can pay to get more specific ones. If I had to guess, based on general trends of what we've been seeing lately. Is this exactly what it's going to be? Probably not. There will be a little bit of difference to it, but it's a pretty classic system that we've seen before. What it also shows us is a couple of different mini games. It looks like there's one that you're doing cooking with the Digimon, and also fishing mini games. Doesn't everybody love to just sit there and fish? Well, I mean, there's people that love Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing, so there are people that do enjoy this. Now, that's not exactly the most exciting kind of things that I'm looking for, but you know, that's your kind of thing. It looks like it will be something that has more to offer than just combat, which is always good to mix things up. So if you want to put this out to as wide of an audience as possible, then it's great to give them as many different systems that they can engage with as possible. So with all that, they're going to give it out to everybody, right? So that everyone can enjoy it, so we can find those that really like it. Well, let's go over to the website that's all in Chinese and take a quick look over there, as there's not much there that's going to give me hope that this is going to change. But let's go take a look. Welcome to the Digimon Source Code website. Yes, of course there's Omnimon here on the front page. This used to actually tell you the number of reservations. I don't know why. It got over 1 million. Maybe they broke the number. All the different rewards that you'll get for the different number of appointments. You know, these are fairly classic, pre-order bonuses and things of getting in early. That's not really what I'm here to look at. Let's look at really briefly at the very quick synopsis that they give us here of the story. The continuous development of science and technology, electronic technology is becoming more and more closely integrated with human life. Now, do remember this is an auto-translated thing from Chinese, so these won't be entirely accurate, but close enough to give us a good idea. Among them, Digimon living in the digital world as a special kind of life form has increasingly frequent contact with humans. Starting with some Digimon and humans forming partnerships, Digimon and humans entered an area of symbiosis. However, symbiosis accelerates and partnerships increase dramatically. The redundant data caused by accepted evolution affects the balance of the digital world. The operation of the core source crystal. Now, there's something we don't really talk about. I mean, the closest thing to a source is like Yggdrasil or the kernel. It hasn't really been much like this. Realizing the digital world was about to face an overload, Sekaiju decided to clean up the redundant data. However, the dark forces are waiting for their chance to strike. The core source crystal, attacked by evil energy, was shattered into pieces by the explosion. Its fragments are scattered across the digital world. Oh, this gave me recollections of the code crown that was broken in Cross Wars. The shattering of the core source crystal was not only accelerated the overload of the digital world, but also gradually unbalanced its stability. The resulting frenzy and rampage on Digimon filled the digital world. The World Tree temporarily replaced the Source Code to maintain stability, so that's Yggdrasil, alleviating the crisis to a certain extent. Wow, Yggdrasil actually did something to help Digimon in the digital world? Wow, that's actually oddly unusual for him. But the aspect of the Source Crystal's shattering continues that may even affect the human world. The recovery of the core crystal is imminent. Each camp took actions based on its own goals. 7 Demon Kings, the 7 deadly Digimon, who collect fragments to realize their own ambitions and wishes. The only 3 Archangels had the ability to repair the ambitions and wishes. Okay. No. The only 3 Archangels had the ability to repair the core Source Crystal, and the Royal Knights, who is affiliated with the World Tree and collects the fragments in order to restore stability to the world, as well as the humans who were chosen to work with the Royal Knights to travel across the digital world to collect fragments and help resolve the crisis. They are called the Chosen Ones. So it does seem like you will be a human that will be working under the Royal Knights, which could be interesting. I mean, these are like the same 3 different groups that we see in almost every story. It's not that unusual to see them, so it seems like a fine video game plot. You're going around collecting certain things, doing quests for the Royal Knights, fighting off the bad guys, and, well, it seems like the Archangels want to restore the crystal, so I don't see how they would really be against what you're doing. But all in all, I like the idea of the story. And here's something that I just love looking at. Some of the effects, the cleanup, the shine that some of these Digimon have are beautiful. And there's over 300 Digimon supposedly going to be in this game. But looking at these models, I'm very happy with some of the ways they look. So hopefully, even if we don't get this game, these models can be used in order to help out other games. More animations, and I mean, of course, everybody's Digimon Adventure. Thankfully, up here we found some other non-Digimon Adventure, but everything else from pretty much the rest of this page is all Digimon Adventure. Yeah, here's just a very brief look at the battle system. It looks like it's just going to be a fairly basic turn-based kind of system. I assume the pips under there are your stamina. It looked like it had the data triangle there as usual. So hopefully there's some interesting choices, and combat is fun, because you'll be doing a lot of it for a long time in turn-based games. But yeah, and also here are the mini games we're talking about: cooking, fishing, things that, you know, are a nice break, but I hope are not, you know, huge portions of the game. And here's the really fun part about how some of these like some of these models, I'm gonna show you a couple of them that are really well detailed and I like, but these are just funny because, like, this is Meowth. I think you're in the wrong universe, Meowth. Oh, this is Seed Blast. But yeah, like, I mean, you can really tell here a bit of the fine detailed work that has been done. Like, you can really see the details of Gabumon's fur. We actually go to the higher level forms. Like, you'll also see it on Garurumon. Oh, I'm not. Oh, that's Angelwamon. Feeling Cactus Beast. Yeah, so, just some of these names. Sometimes they're. Oh, they're not calling a big rice ball again. Or big rice beast or something is what I got them to call. I think a Kabuterimon earlier. Yeah, like some of them you don't notice the additional details quite as much, but like Garudamon, really. You can really see the detail in the wings, the feathers all down the body, even the kind of scaling on the feet. It looks really nice. But of course, this is a game that most likely we will only be seeing in China. So for the most of us, this is really just a big tease, and unfortunately we won't be getting anything for all of this. But hopefully not. Hopefully we'll be able to enjoy it. I'll be able to talk about more, or even if we get the consolation prize of New Century coming when this finally comes out, because it put out another trailer, but it certainly doesn't seem to have another release date. But thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you are interested in more Digimon games, because hopefully eventually we'll actually get some of them one of these days. And if you want to see more Digimon content, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, everyone, remember to be awesome. Until the next one, take care.